everyone, today I'm going to show you guys everything I've market prepped since the beginning of March. It was like March 1st is March 1st is when I had my first craft show, and it didn't go exactly as planned, so I have everything still. Almost everything. I think I got rid of 5 items from the first craft show. But I still have everything from that one and the second one. And now I've made a little bit more stuff for this third craft show. That's gonna be in a better, hopefully, area, and hopefully, sell a couple more items and do a little bit better. But I'm gonna show you guys the paintings, the clay items, and all of the crochet stuff I've made, probably in that order, because there's a lot more crochet stuff than anything else. And I also made some other stuff that's none of those things that hopefully will sell at a craft show, but I'm not sure how well it will do. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments of everything, and what interests you the most, what really caught your eye, what you think I should make more of. And I know that a lot of items, like crochet specifically, you're probably gonna say, oh, like, use that fluffy yarn and try to make like more stuffed animals. I love the fluffy yarn, trust me. I know it looks better, I know that it's like more appealing to the eye, but it is so much more expensive, so it's been very hard for me to get it. And when I first started all of this, I ordered like 50 skeins of regular yarn because I thought I was gonna make clothing, and then I found out that cotton yarn is better for clothing, and I ordered all acrylic. So I decided that it would be best to make amigurumi and purses and decorative items and stuff like that with the acrylic yarn. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys everything I've made, and just let me know, I don't know, your opinions, please. So these are the newest items that I made that I'm not really sure how they're gonna sell, how much people are gonna like them. They're little protection jars. They have herbs and flowers and crystals in them. But yeah, they're all sealed with wax. I don't know, I think they're very cute. And then these are all the clay items I've made. Made a couple trinket trays. This one can hold earrings with the little holes on it. And then I made some keychains. And yeah, I tried to make like different kinds, different ones. I made all these little turtles. They have like fruit, blueberry, strawberry, lemon, grape, and an orange, and then this little plant. But these are all the clay items so far. I also put clay on these 2 necklace charms. This one spins. But yeah, did these necklaces also. And I made all these little earrings. This was with embroidery thread. But I did some hearts and some granny squares and some flowers. They didn't actually take that long, and they're actually really fun. And these are all the paintings I've worked on, the smaller ones. I did some gnomes and some plants. This really cute eyeball one, I really like it. This Winnie the Pooh. But I really enjoyed doing these. I haven't painted in a long time. I also finished these 2 paintings with the sun and moon. Let me know which clouds you like more. I couldn't decide. I really like working on both. And this painting, which I worked on in the last video, I believe. I also made some coasters. These were supposed to be for St. Patty's Day. I don't know if they're still gonna sell, but I'll bring them to this next market to see what we can do with them. And these bunnies that I made for Easter. Hopefully they'll sell. You never know. And then these car coasters. I just did 2 of each. And I did these 2 fruit ones They're oranges and strawberries. And these ones are a lot bigger, much bigger, but they're for like vases or like decorative placements for tables. But I love the way they look in this color. I have a bunch of scrunchies. I think I've sold 2 or 3 of them so far, maybe a couple more. But yeah, I did a bunch of different colors. There's these brown ones, red and white, a gray one, and another light brown one. I also did these mixed colors with ones that were about to not have enough. But I think they're still cute because of the mixed colors, and yeah. Okay, and now I want to show you guys all of the keychains. I want to show you guys these ones a little bit more up close. Here's a narwhal. I did a gummy bear with some scrap yarn. It's really cute. I did this little ice cream. I have 2 elephants. They're really cute. Don't mind the price tags, I'm sorry. And a strawberry. And a sun. This one I did like freehand a while ago. And I think it's pretty cute. The bobbles on the eyes are kind of funny, but they're cute. They got character. And then another heart. Sorry. Got 2 hearts. Ooh. A purple one and a red one. I think like the detail on the heart looks a lot better than like the pluff, but just look at the detail. The detail's cute. You can tell it's a heart, I promise. And I have these little squid guys. There's 3. He doesn't have a mouth. We're gonna keep him aside so I can fix that. Pretend he didn't see that. And this little cake, this took so long. so long, but it's so cute. I promise it won't come apart. It just, when you pull, don't pull on it. Why are you pulling on it? It's cute. Leave it alone. Just let it hang. And a little fish. But I've also been bringing these bracelets because I made a bunch of these in the past and I want to just get rid of them, but I'm gonna see how they do. Okay, and here's all the plants I've done, like hanging plants. I've just done 2, but I want to see how they do. I don't want to make a bunch of stuff and they don't sell well. They're all hanging to that side. That's why it's like balancing kind of funny, but I promise when it's like hanging upright and you play with all the leaves, it's very cute. I love how these look. Like, just look. That's so adorable. And I also made these keychains. They're a bit bigger. They're more like purse charms. I've done 4. I really love these. They were so fun to make and they're so cute. This one was with like a fluffy yarn and I didn't know what to use it for, and yeah, it came out adorable. I also made a little pickle and this little mushroom guy. I know he's not, the most adorable, but he is adorable. Don't judge him. He's got a little chunky butt. He's really cute. And this little mushroom that is also adorable. Yeah, let me go grab another chunk of things. Okay, I'm back. So I also have this little tray that is also like the other one. You can hang earrings on it if you want. You can put some rings in here. The grass part isn't as big as I should have made it. I could go back in and make it a little bit bigger, but I think it's really adorable still. And this one is one of my favorites. It's the jellyfish in a jar. So I think it came out really, really cute. It was really hard to make something that fit in this jar. It's a normal size mason jar, but I tried I was going to do this in there originally, but he's a little too big. Came out a little too big. I haven't even priced this one yet because it took me so long to make. I think it was 6 hours because he's just very tiny. I used the keychain yarn. And there's just, it's not that it's a lot of detail. He's very tiny. And if you know, you know, tiny string is hard to work with. Or tiny yarn. Especially to make something like that. But then I also have this little guy, a bigger version. He has tentacles. This one is so cute. It's one of my favorites that I've made so far. Okay, I'm sorry guys, my phone keeps cutting me off because I am almost out of storage. I am trying to make space. I don't know how long this clip is gonna last for. But I got these two little squid guys. I sold an orange and red one. I got these turtles. I have another turtle and this little squid guy. He's very cute. This one's blue. Then I have these fishies. And I also have these dinosaur. He is so stinking cute. Like, love him. An elephant. I also love him. He's kind of, his ear was kind of funny because he was in a box, but I promise his ear's not like that. He's a little cute guy. And this cactus. This cactus was like just scrap like yarn that I was like, oh, I could do this with it. But I have this little bear. He's so cute. Yeah. I also have, I'm sorry, I'm going really fast because I don't know how long it's gonna let me record for. And I don't want to delete everything in my camera roll. These overalls come off at this little bunny. I made two gnomes. I promise it's just because they're in the box. The box is fucking with them. But don't mind my language, I'm sorry. But it's messing with them. I got that gnome and this gnome. They're so cute. And have this little chickie. So some stuff I was making specifically because I was like, oh, it's going to be Easter right before my next craft show. And then Easter passed and I didn't really sell anything at that last craft show. But yeah, and I have two Easter baskets. They're like the same size. This one's just a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier. That's why I have it inside. But they're pretty big. And like, yeah, they're really cute. I also, one second. You know, that's funny. I thought I was getting to the last few things. I have all the purses to show you guys still. But I have this cow. It's a little strawberry cow. He's so cute. A hippo. Also so cute. A strawberry. A lemon. And a blueberry. Little fruit buddies. I made this little Sour Patch Kid, no pattern. Don't mind his eyes. They're like stuck on there, I promise. I tried fixing them, but he's perfect other than his eyes. With no pattern, especially. Really proud of myself for that one. And then I made these little hangers. So I ran out of yarn, so it's not as long as I want it to be, but this one's like a car mirror hanger. And this little elephant, his nose, don't mind his trunk. Also have two leprechauns, as you can guess, also made for St. Patty's Day. Didn't sell. People did point them out and they liked them, but the craft shows I've been to, there haven't been a lot of traffic. It's very minimal people there, and a lot of the time, I also have this clover. A lot of the time, it's people that know how to crochet. So I feel like they see my items and they're like, well, I can figure that out. Oh, I can make that. But a lot of them only know how to like do clothing or blankets, stuff like that. They don't really know how to do the amigurumi and stuff like that. So I'm like, at least give my stuff like a shot. Like, I promise, like, if you try to make it, it would take you a really long time. So I promise I'm not overcharging. It's just like, this is 15 bucks, and there's stuffing, there's eyeballs, all the different colors of yarn, the time it takes. Like, I hate freaking like the pricing situation with crochet items, because these things cannot be made with a machine. And sorry, that's what makes it a lot more unique and a lot more valuable, because somebody's time went into this, somebody's thoughts went into this, because some people will just pull up a pattern, or they'll come up with a pattern like this one. I know how to make a granny square, and these are book covers. So you just make your big old granny square. I did like 17 rows, I think. I could be way off. It could be like 14. Not way off, but yeah, like these are book covers and they fit whole chapter books. They're so cute. I also did these were plastic canvas. I did find a good tutorial on YouTube for these. They're very simple, very easy. Like, they did take a long time though, because plastic canvas, like, you have to thread it in and out of each of the holes. So it takes a lot longer for plastic canvas, but I do love how the items come out. I want to make like a plastic canvas purse at some point. I also have all these headbands, made a bunch of different colors. And I have wallets for all the purses I made. So I do have to make one more wallet because I made another purse, but they're all the same. It's just single crochet, and then I think I did single crochet also to close off the ends. And there's just a little piece of yarn that goes under the button to secure it. But I wanted them to be big enough to hold money and be secure enough to hold change or small items that you might put in your wallet. I like to carry around like crystals and stuff in my wallet. You might think that's really weird. I don't know. I always have. I have like 3 crystals that are always in there. I carry a little bit of ginger root because supposedly that's good for digestive like things and stuff like that. And it's not that I'm taking it, but I'm carrying it with me because it's supposed to, like, the spiritual, like, it's supposed to help. I don't know. But give me 1 second and I want to show you guys all the purses I'm going to bring. Okay, so the last thing I have to show you guys are these fruit pouches. Or not last thing, but a pumpkin one, a grape one, and like a lemon one. And then I made a bunch of purses. There's a blue and green one. These ones have like lining on the bottom so they can stay open and they're buttoned shut. This one's just a granny square, like long one. Another granny square one. Just a double crochet, cute little bag. Little star. A small bow granny square one, and 2 granny square totes. Oop, this one has a pocket, this one doesn't. But that's all I've made. It's a lot of stuff for this craft show coming up. But yeah, hopefully I get to get rid of some of these items and they get to get a new home. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know what you guys think of all this stuff in the comments.